If you're going to put yourself out there on the internet, you can absolutely expect some criticism, right? To a certain level. And it doesn't mean you have to sit around and accept it because that just happens to be part of a job. You know, it's your platform. You can say whatever you want back. I personally like to pin hate comments and make them look stupid. So while putting yourself online to potentially millions of people, hundreds of thousands of people, you can absolutely expect some hateful comments, some rude comments, some weird comments. It doesn't mean you have to sit around and accept it. But people seem to value their own opinion a little bit too much when it comes to other people's appearances. There's two people online who I keep seeing a lot of, and the way people are interacting with them is awful. It's insane. It is like unbelievably like, what's happening? I'll talk about it a little bit more. I'm going to introduce you to two people. I'm going to be doing my makeup as we go. This is from Cosmic Brushes. They sent this over. This was PR. It's so cute. This had a lock on, but it broke in the post because they weren't very delicate with bringing it to me. If you don't know Cosmic Brushes, they are a really, really incredible indie brand that just have some of the most beautiful palettes and products in general. This is the Starlight collection. So you have a 20 pan palette, a highlighter palette, a tinted lip oil, two tinted lip oils, matte liquid lipsticks, duochrome metallic gel liners. This is the PR box with the drawer. I was testing it out, although I know I love their formulas. And look at that purple. Look, you can see where I just dug into this. I was like, purple. Okay, so first up, I want to talk about a user called Faces by Leah, and I think she has different usernames on different platforms. Ms.Meiha on Instagram. She is a MAC artist, so she works for MAC, I believe, on counter, and obviously a lot of people have a lot to say about her choice in the way she does her makeup, specifically her eyebrows. Let's just have a little look at one of her videos.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take Carnivorous, which is a retro matte lipstick from MAC. And by the way, I just want to say, I think I'm the first to have ever done this lip. This is my signature red lip. So please, remember who did it first. Give me my credit. Take your time. Don't rush yourself. Let it dry down. Get it nice and straight. And what this is going to do is dry down. And we're going to go in with our powder kiss. Let it dry just a little bit. We're going to blot. And if your blot is silent, that means you're not blotting hard enough. So boom. We're going to take our Powder Kiss liquid and MAC Smash. Rub that in the middle. And then use the wand to just buff in the lines. Let me pull it back on the lighting.
So her eyebrows are very unique. Perhaps as somebody who's worked in the makeup industry for a long time, I'm not really shocked by people's, I guess, like trademarks, like this is my thing, this is what I look like, this is my thing. Because I've worked with people who have, worn crazy things, done like wild things with their makeup. And yeah, so let's just look at this comments. Somebody says here, I can't watch this. I have colorophobia. I wish I were joking. That's the fear of clowns. So they're implying that she looks like a clown. Someone says Bianca Del Rio is not going to be happy. She has competition. Someone says I ain't taking none of your advice. I'm so sorry. Everyone's commenting you're going through brow blindness, all this kind of stuff. Someone says how come nobody's told her anything at work? I can tell you why. Because what a lot of people understand, especially as makeup artists and not just as influencers or people trying to have a career online, is that it doesn't matter how someone does their own makeup, right? That doesn't necessarily translate onto how they're going to do their makeup on clients. The good thing about being a makeup artist is you're able to take your clients' needs, their wants, and do it. Do something different for each client. You might have like a signature style sometimes. There might be things that you might implement into it. But just because this artist's eyebrows are how she does it, how she's comfortable doing it, she's not then going to put those eyebrows onto her clients, her models. Let me just tell you, because especially eyebrows, when you are doing someone else's makeup, eyebrows are a very specific part of your investigation, right? When you're a makeup artist, you don't just sit someone down and be like, hey, I'm doing your makeup, sit down, and you go on with it. You have an investigation before. What's their skin like? What skincare are they using underneath their makeup at the moment? What are the troubles they're having with their skin if you're doing like a more investigative, trying to find them a new product situation? If you're just doing like someone wants their makeup done, then you ask them what kind of makeup styles do they like? What don't they like? What colors do they like? What colors don't they like? When it comes to eyebrows, every makeup artist knows that eyebrows are so personal that a lot of the time, your client might even say, can I just do my own eyebrows? Because they're so intent on them looking a certain way. Fuck, I fucked this up. The way that they're used to them looking, that they can't like ever imagine somebody else taking control and doing their eyebrows for them. I've completely fucked up this look. Why do I keep doing this? Let me just sort out some concealer quick. And that's one thing that annoys me a lot online, is the ignorance towards what a content creator should look like, an influencer should look like. And let's be real, the content creator and influencer kind of pipeline, or you know, definition has kind of changed. Because if we talk about, well, yeah, everyone's making content and then everyone's a content creator, right? But we're talking about people who do it professionally and are paid by brands, or, you know, just trying to start out being a content creator, not people who just upload the occasional spend a day with me or the occasional whatever. You know, there's people's mums out there who put stuff on TikTok. It doesn't mean they're content creators. So what a makeup artist should look like versus what a content creator looks like is this weird kind of thing. A content creator, a lot of the time, people expect them to look like models, right? Oh, you're not pretty enough to be a content creator. Oh, you're not good looking enough to be a content creator. Why do you do your makeup like that? You're a content creator. Why do you have a spot? Aren't you a beauty content creator? You know, there's this expectation of them looking perfect. Professional makeup artists, when they're on a job, do not give a shit what they look like because they are working, right? It's not topping up your makeup all day, you know, doing all this kind of stuff. And a lot of the time, no one gives a crap what the makeup artist looks like because they know that's not a reflection of their work. I think I've given this example a few times. I used to work with a girl who would wear like a crazy wig every day. Like, and I'm talking like crazy, unkept, light blue from like a party shop. With a tiara on, and you know, she looked great. I loved it. I thought she looked amazing. But her lipstick was always smudging. It was always on her teeth. She had like, it was smudging under here. Her makeup artistry, insane. One of the best makeup artists I think I've ever seen do makeup in my life. She was absolutely incredible. And people, when she had like appointments with people, they would be like, can I not? They would see her and be like, oh, can I have someone else? But we would be like, no, trust us, you want her. It was absolutely incredible. And it just goes to show that just because somebody looks a certain way, it doesn't mean they're going to do your makeup the same way. We all have personal preferences. And some people are always like, oh yeah, but like, if you're a makeup artist, surely you should be able to do your own makeup. I could never do my own makeup when I first started, because I never wanted to. I never faced the brush this way. This is a whole new learning method. And for somebody who didn't, you know, grow up doing my own makeup, I didn't wear makeup. Well, I wore like basic foundations and concealers. Not very well. They were never my colour. When I was like in my teens and stuff. And eyeliner when I was like an emo. But I didn't do like eye makeup on myself. I didn't want to. I became a makeup artist to do makeup on other people. Influencers, content creators weren't like invented yet. So just because you do your makeup one way doesn't mean that's the way you do it on other people. My clients, I don't do my make. I have a personal style I like on me, so I don't replicate that style on them. It's all different. It's all down to face shape and stuff like that. That's one thing I wish people would realize about content creators versus makeup artists. They can't seem to get in their head that a makeup artist who does makeup full time might not be able to do their own makeup. They might not be able to, but they can do things on other people. It's like being a hairstylist and cutting your own hair. You can't do the back, you know what I mean? I was shocked when you opened your mouth and you weren't British. Shut up, nasty. That's why no one cares what she looks like. Someone also said they're hiring everyone but me. And I saw a few comments that was like, do they not hire makeup artists anymore? Technically, no, they don't. MAC don't. They look for people on, well, in England anyway, they look for people who are good at sales. One of her videos, that video we watched, has about 10 million views. That signature lip she's creating, showing how to use a lipstick multiple ways from MAC, has 10 million views. Out of the 10 million people watching it, there's going to be quite a few people who are going to want that lip combination, whether they like her brows or not.
For all of y'all who think I can't do makeup, I had a client today. Yay! And she came out so beautiful. Let me show y'all the inspo pic. So here, I'm going to actually insert a few video clips so y'all can see your girl's skills. And no, I don't do everybody's eyebrows the same. I don't do everybody's makeup like mine. And not to say I look bad, because I think I look real good. And so do the people that book me. But anywho, yeah, look at the clips.
Her clients look amazing. They look incredible. The liner detail on these clients is stunning. She does an incredible job on her clients. She's a makeup artist. Is her makeup, her personal makeup she does on herself, something you might like? No. She even says in that video, it's not a reflection of what she does on her clients. The makeup she creates is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. But listen, she seems to handle the criticism, the hate very, very well. And listen, I think there's like a fine line between criticism and hate. And she gets a lot of hate, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. I just wish sometimes that people would understand the makeup industry more that isn't the social media side. You get men, you know, big men who look like they are bikers about to beat you up, but do incredible makeup. If I saw them, I'll be like, oh, I wouldn't choose them to do my makeup, but they're, you know, one of the best makeup artists. Don't judge a book by its cover, right? That's the lesson we're going for today. How lovely. It looks beautiful. My look is terrible. I'm going to blame it on the fact I need my brows done. Okay, so next up, we have Conley Thompson, who is Harris Hikers on TikTok, and she went very, very viral for this video. On screen on that video, it says the skin of a 25-year-old woman who has lived, and she is showing her natural skin texture that includes fine lines, scars and things like that. The backlash that this got, there's something about policing people's ages and how possibly old or young they can be online that TikTok just love, right? Instagram too. But when someone says, you know, I'm this age, they're like, 27, you look like you're 300 years old and your face has been mashed in, you know? They're just awful. And the deal is, what may not be normal, I'm doing air quotes, for a lot of people at that age is normal for a lot of people. I don't know why people box people into looking a certain way at a certain age, right? I've always said mature skin is a skin type. It is not an age. So, like, I've worked on people who are 22 and have what I would consider mature skin. There may be sun damage, there may be, you know, that imitate liver spots, fine lines, the texture maybe has lost a lot of elasticity at any age, okay? What really annoys me about when people see videos like this, somebody just saying, this is my skin, this is how I look at this age, you know, this is how I look, is then a lot of people jump into the comments, men and women, and are like, huh, well, I'm 30 and I don't have a single line on my face. I'm 37. I'm not. I'm 36. I need to stop doing that. But I will be 37 soon. Do I look like a lot of 37-year-olds? Yes. Do I look younger than some 37-year-olds? Yes. Do I look older than some 37-year-olds? Also, yes. Everybody looks different at certain stages in their lives. And age is not a skin type. This is why I always say to people when they're like, can you help me? I'm 54 and I need a foundation. I'm like, you need to tell me more, because 54, you could look like the youngest person in the world. 54, you can look, you know, you can have those signs of aging. You can be somewhere in between. If I can't see you, you need to give me more information about your skin type. The texture, what about your skin is are you having trouble with? Every backpacking trip, every day spent on the beach volleyball court, every trail run, every moment basking in the sun and laughing with my friends, it's worth all my wrinkles. She is not saying this is a normal face. She is saying she has wrinkles. She also talks about her medical journey on her TikTok. She's very open about her skin. The people in comments, you could lived while using sunscreen. So glad I didn't live. You look older than my mum. She's 43. Wrinkles in 20s? Why is that a surprise? I don't know. Maybe because I've seen so many faces. Having wrinkles in your 20s is not like this outlandish crazy thing. Everyone's like fucked up about what age people should look like at certain ages. Everyone looks different. Have you not been places and seen people to know that everybody looks a little bit different? Someone says, are you from Australia by any chance? No, she's not. This person has even attached a picture of themselves. 25 and I have hormonal acne. So saying like, I have hormonal acne and I don't look like that. You know what people don't understand as well is that taking certain medications for skin conditions may make one skin condition go, but it can make other parts of your skin play up and behave differently to how it should. So just because you've had a treatment for acne, it doesn't mean suddenly your skin's healed and everything's fine and, you know, everything's better. And another thing people don't understand about acne is horrific. It can be painful. It can be cysty. It's not fun. And it's not just the occasional spot. This person thought it'd be a good idea to post a picture of their mum and them and say, this is my mum at 47. No makeup. Okay? Literally give a fuck. Like, what is your point? This person is very annoying, actually. This person decided to go online and post this video on screen. It says, don't let that 125-year-old on your For You page scare you. This is my skin at 27. No Botox, no filler. Your future is bright. So she's made this whole TikTok to say, this is me at 27. Look how much better I am at 27 than this person is at 25.
Hi, so I'm the 25-year-old she's referring to in this video. My name is Conley, and I just wanted to say that I think this girl is absolutely gorgeous. She's stunning. However, I don't think it's necessary to put down other women to make a point about beauty, or using another woman's skin as an example to show how much better your skin looks. We live in a world that's already so harsh towards women, and there's so many standards that women need to live up to. Because of that, women really need to support each other, and whenever we put each other down like this, it only makes the problem worse. And you know, maybe I am known as the 25-year-old with bad skin, okay? It's fine. But don't put me down just to make yourself look better. It's just giving a little bit of mean girl energy.
It really, really does. So I'm just drying my lash glue quick with a fan. And again, Conley isn't the only person in the world to be this age and have that skin type. It's just we're so used to seeing things on social media and, you know, the influencers that we follow, of course they have nice skin. You know, and some people may argue maybe she doesn't have the skin of an average 25-year-old. But average doesn't mean like the only option, right? Average is just like what most people look like at that age. Just because it isn't the average, it doesn't mean it's not normal. It's not abnormal. I'm just gonna use a bit of a blue highlighter, the Starlight one on my cheeks. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. Let's grab a fan brush and do it like... I don't have a clean one, so we can't do that. I never use them, though. How do I not have a clean one? Oh, let's use this brush. That girl, actually, in the caption for the video, she said, please tell me you know who I'm talking about. Like, please tell me... Like, that's kind of... I think that's kind of, like, bitchy. Like, please tell me you know who I'm talking about, like, this person. And then I think she made an edit. To be clear, everyone ages differently, and there's no shame in wrinkles, lines, scars, etc., but I feel like taking care of your skin is important and can make a big difference. Well, yeah, that's true. That's like science. But then also as well, people go through different things with their skin. To say that somebody with acne or who used to have acne never took care of their skin is implying that acne comes from being dirty or acne comes from being unclean and unprepared and you don't look after yourself, so no wonder you have acne. That's not the case. So I think she tried to make an edit there to make herself seem a little bit better, but actually in my opinion that's actually a little bit worse. And also this user who I'm really disappointed in because I featured her in a reaction video, no, in this Sephora video recently, and she made sense, but this is just so mean.
If you don't want to look like that 25-year-old, just wear sunscreen.
Okay, I just want to ask you a question really quick. Are you okay? Like, genuinely, are you good? Because I feel like to get this triggered and upset by someone else's skin is, like, super odd. Like, genuinely, I'm not even mad at this point. Like, I'm concerned about everyone's obsession with my skin. Kind of trying to make it seem like you're genuinely concerned about me, but I don't think you are, because then you would have messaged me privately and like came out with some advice. But instead you just go on the internet and expose me and make me look horrible and terrible and that I'm ugly. Yeah, I just want to make sure y'all are good, because the surfer girl with bad skin videos are kind of getting out of control.
Also, it kind of does tell me a lot about someone and actually how much they know about skin when they say, just wear sunscreen. This could have all been stopped if you just wore sunscreen. No, there are people who wear sunscreen. Maybe they've had to take medication that has made the elasticity in their skin go a little bit crazy. Maybe they've had to take a medicine that's dried out their skin. Maybe it's given them some premature aging signs. Just wearing sunscreen is not the answer to everything. It's kind of normal place to get on the internet and comment about someone, what they're doing, the way they do their makeup, this kind of stuff. You're all entitled to your opinion. But to get on the internet and set out to make content to speak negatively about the way someone physically looks, that isn't something that can be changed like makeup that, you know, that just washes off. It's like, oh, your makeup can be improved by doing this. Like the first girl, she's fine. But, you know, people can talk about her makeup all they want. That was more about people not understanding that just because she does her makeup that way, it means she's a bad makeup artist. Whereas this is focus solely on her looks. Something she cannot change or will find difficult to change throughout her life, right? I just think it's weird that you're going to get online and set out to make something and say, oh, she should have just wore sunscreen. She should have, okay, what she didn't? She looks like this, now what? Now what are we going to do? What has your comment done? Saved people in their 20s or teens from, you know, getting a wrinkle or two. I don't understand. I don't know what everyone's goals is with this stuff. My mum looks like this, so I don't give a fuck about your mum. Who cares? Okay, now what? My mum looks like this. Okay, your point being that she doesn't have as many wrinkles. I would like to point out as well, in this video, when her face is relaxed, she doesn't have that many fine lines or anything like that. When she raises her eyebrows, she does. When she smiles, it emphasizes the fine lines. Mine don't, because I've had Botox. Which I'm also fine with. Age however you want. You're either going to fill your face with something or whether you're going to not. Do whatever. Let's not judge how people age. Let's not judge how people naturally age, why people are aging a certain way because of medication, past skin conditions. Let's not judge how somebody does their makeup if they're not telling you how to do it. You know what I mean? I can't stand it when people get online. It's like, this is how you should contour, this is how you should do this, and it's completely wrong. That's when it annoys me. It's the advice they're giving out or the money they're trying to make from their advice. If someone's getting online and just sharing their clients with you who look amazing, she hasn't got online and said, you have to do your eyebrows like this. She's sharing her clients with you who look incredible. Like, come on. You ever receive hate comments? This is what I always think. I just think you are at home, sat on your phone, probably like this. Because that's how I am when I'm watching the TV. Maybe you have kids running around you and you have taken time to leave a hateful comment on someone's content. It's like, okay, living your best life. It's expected, but don't let it get you down or affect you in any way. There's a way to give criticism. There's a way to be a dick, is what I'm saying. Okay, let me know your opinions down below. Thank you so much for joining me. This look actually turned out fine. When it's all together. Do consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, give these two girls some love and support. I'll leave their links down to their socials in the description box, and I will see you very soon. Bye.